Good morning, everybody. We are getting started today. All right, let's see if we can get this up in here. All right. All right, does everybody want to take a seat? Get ready, Harry. Harry, can you go center stage here? You want to open us up? Sure.
Good morning. Everybody hear me?
Yeah,
no. Lord, I just thank you for this time this morning. I thank you for the space the Skyline Church has provided for us. To get together, be taught, and learn some extraordinary things this morning. And I know that this morning, this teacher has got some really, really big things to teach us. Pam Campbell has been with Marcus Park for quite a while, or his right-hand lady, and I'm sure she teaches him a lot more. So I just asked that this morning, assuming we're teaching, that you give her the wisdom to channel through her and give us all the wisdom that we. Amen.
All right, Pam. Turn your mic on, let's go. Right now.
Everyone, I hope you enjoy the breakfast and especially the sloppy Joe. But that's my original sauce, and I'm selling it 2 bottles for $5. And it's normally $5 a bottle. And I'm just kind of flushing out the old stock. And I ran out of labels. That's why one bottle doesn't have a label and one does. But if anyone would like any barbecue sauce, it's 2 bottles for $5.
Yes. All right. All right. You got your power on? Right here.
That's it, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you. That was really quick. I wasn't ready to speak yet. I just want to thank you for inviting me to present for your organization here. I know I've been here several times and I've worked with Mark, and so I was really excited when you guys asked me to speak and present. So my name is Pam Campbell, and yes, I'm a media strategist with Salem Surround, and I work with Mark. I just kind of wanted to give a little bit of background, so you know who I am. And this is my family. This is my why. This is why I wear 5 hats. This is why I do so many different things for my business. And this is my son, Jacob. He just graduated from Point Loma Nazarene College this last year. This is my family. We love to camp. We are a camper. My daughter, Nikki, she is at Westmont in Santa Barbara. So she's on her senior year, and she'll be graduating next spring. Then my husband, Greg, my dog Tommy, but we're definitely family people when we like to get away and you know, just relax. We get into our van, camp, and go play. We don't fly anywhere. We just are very much family oriented. But I wanted to say Also, just let you know, my background also is in lending. I've done mortgage for 20 years. When 2022 kind of got, crazy with the industry, I was looking for a part-time side job to kind of help me along, and that's why I met Mark. I started off finding his ad. I called. I thought everything he asked for to be a sales rep to help find sponsors for the radio show for entrepreneurs and small businesses. Everything he had in there, I was like, no brainer. I love to network. I love to speak with people. I love entrepreneurs. So I contacted Mark. We had a great long conversation. Then we met in person. And then I got to go on his show to see what it's like. And then here I am. He asked me to be his co-host. So that's how I got here. Then as soon as I started working with him every Wednesdays in the studio, Chad, as you know, and Brian, they saw what I was doing from Mark, and so they asked me to be a media strategist. So it's weird how things happen. I was blessed to get this opportunity. I would have never thought I'd work at the radio station, much less in the radio show. But here I am, Salem. So that's kind of my background. And with Salem, I know you've heard Chad's presentation, but this is kind of my view of where I'm at. We are premier digital marketing agency. I think what's great is that we offer radio and digital. So it's not only like the agency line, that would be digital marketing, social media. We help when we get to add radio on, which I think a lot of people enjoy, and they kind of find that a lot more exciting. So what we offer is for our digital social media. We offer a wide range of services, and when I meet with you or your clients, I don't just meet with you for a couple minutes. I take a good 45 minutes to an hour getting to really know your business, what you do, what's working, what's not working, who your audience is. So I'm not just gonna be like, hey, would you like to work with us? It's this amount of money, and here's what you get. We literally customize it for you. It's not cookie cutter. So when I meet with clients, I'm not just going to give the same information, because some people will need one thing and some people need another. So that's what I think makes us different. And as you know, we're a radio station. We're across the United States. We have over 100 radio shows and radio stations that we offer. I don't do a lot of radio. I'm learning a little bit more. I'm only a March show, but right now we do have like specials on spot and commercials and radio shows. So I'm getting, I'm learning more in that aspect as well. But for the Lancaster and March show, we're from Tijuana all the way up to Long Beach. So that's what's really great with our show. So we're in San Diego. And Salem, we're in conservative media. We're owned by conservative, I guess you should say we're a conservative station. So we have on radio, we have a lot of different Christian stations. And we're also Christian media. So we do, it sets us apart a little bit too. When I'm working with people, it's amazing who really gets the conservative side and who really wants to stay away. It's amazing how there is a difference out there when I'm working with people. So this is all the different tactics that we have and all the different options, but let's see. So again, take praise and the answers. So we have conservative talk and then our Christian side. So there's two different pages. So what we offer is one, which I love to market, is the digital marketing side. So we have from advertising, website design, which website's really important. If you don't have a strong website, we can't do our other tactics. We can't help you to get your business until you're solid, because we don't want to attract one and bring them to your website when it's not ready. So we do have a website team that will take a look at your current website, and if it needs any revised changes, then we help you with that as well. Right, it helps. And we offer different types. I just kind of put one little sample there for bankruptcy attorneys, but we have like the live chat that's sitting in there. We help you, we help capture your audience once they're on your site. We don't want them to go away. That's one part. Pay-per-click, that's another one that's a very depending on your business. Pay-per-click is a very, that one is, if you want to capture audience right away, that's immediate. You know, a lot of people look at that and they're like, well, pay-per-click's really expensive, but it gets your name up there. Like we look for certain keywords for your business. You can look for negative words that people are going to Google. So pay-per-click, we want your business to be in the top 3 when people are Googling. And we also have social media where we do the reels and on your Facebook, LinkedIn. Oh, yes.
What is your average budget for pay-per-click?
Well, so there's not an average budget. That's one thing. We're also customized depending on your business and how strong the categories are and the words are that for your audience. It depends. So it could go from, some people could go from like 3,000 a month up to 9,000 a month, depending on what you're looking for. And that's another thing that we have to look at. If your business is unique, I'd have to see where your target audience is. Do you have a radius around your business that you want to attract, or do you want the whole county? So there's a lot of things to look at. But it's a very, very successful tactic that we use. And again, with social media too, we have Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram, and that's a lot of what people love right now. It's all social media. And with people on their phones or on their computer, they're on social media. If you talk about something, here it goes, and it pops up. We follow your target audience there as well. And again, that's also customized of an age group, what you're looking for, women, men, 45 or over, Christians, whatnot. We can help you with that. Then we have the Mark the Spark Show. What I do, so half my time I can work with Mark. As you know, every week we have a radio show, and we're on Wednesdays when we record, and we record now from 2 to 2:30. Then we go live on Saturdays from 10:30 to 11. So every single week we're looking for a new sponsor. I kind of put some photos here, but I knew the members here who were in the studio. And that's Mark. We took the photos. Wow. We had a fun time. We got the sponsor. We branded ourselves. Here when we first started, that's my first interview. That was back in October, so it's going to be almost a year now. That's Mark. Hey. We could use the photos of the studio. Photos of everyone who's in my show. And then here we have more of you members. And Mark, one day he had his thoughts. Remember that? We took photos outside. And then our first season was that was our first check, wasn't it, Mark? So we're celebrating our first payment. Yeah, that's our first day. So yes.
I just wanted to comment that first of all, I didn't
Speaking
know
to the
this
mic.
was coming up. But like Pamela said earlier, I ran an ad, I needed help badly, sales. She answered, I knew right off she was a winner. So I hired her, she's my co-host, and she does a wonderful job. I basically show up and I just get everything. Here's your questions, here's the person, blah, 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 here's the timeline. I basically don't have to do much at all. So she's a wonderful co-host, and she's such a good co-host that Salem picked her up and hired her full-time at the radio station. And then, so her first client is me. That goes full circle. So now I work for her. So it shows you, you never know how things can go.
Tremendous.
Yes, and it's been very fun. It's, yeah, like I said, it's almost a year. This October that I'm with them, so it's really fun.
Great job, Pamela. A really good job on the PowerPoint. Also, even Mark's photos came out looking pretty decent. Yeah.
Better than in person.
It's always the big guy, you know, it's up here.
Yeah. You mentioned digital marketing, okay? and versus radio. And for the longest time, radio has always struck me like slinging mud on the wall. You know, let's see what's gonna stick. You know, with all of these cars passing the billboard every day on the freeway, you know, who's gonna glance up and notice that, you know, versus the focused target, you know, my brother Anton, I'm sure back there will attest how targeted that can be. How is digital marketing changing the landscape of radio advertising?
So we always say radio is more branding. Bigger companies, you want your name out there, you're gonna do a radio show or you're gonna do radio commercials. When you do the commercials, you call them spots. You're gonna get in every day, 5 or 20 times a week, we're gonna stick your commercial in. When people are listening to the radio, again, branding, you're gonna keep hearing your commercial, hearing your name. Social media, what happens is, there's so many like public agendas. What are the younger crowd? Everyone's on their phone or on their computer. A lot of times, even when you're Googling at night, right, trying to find something, you don't want to talk to somebody. We have, for instance, live chat. There's so many different things on social media now that helps your business get captured. Live chat, for one, I love that because let's say someone's looking for an attorney, right? Like at 11 o'clock at night, so like, oh my gosh, I need to find this personal injury attorney I've heard. If no one's picking up the phone, right, you're just looking, we have a live chat that's really a live person. So if someone's chatting, they're gonna know exactly what their business does. So the live chat person's gonna say, hey, are you injured? Or do you need help now? Whatever. They're gonna capture all the information to send back to you. They email all the conversation. So you can contact them and get back to them. They're gonna get their name, address, your phone number, email, whatnot, so that you can capture their information and give them a call back as soon as possible. There's lots of different things in social media. Also, if you look for shoes, Chad loves this one. If you're looking for a pair of Nike shoes, you're gonna Google shoes, and also you're looking somewhere else and here's the shoes popping up. They're the ads. So it's gonna follow you. So you're gonna capture people that way. There's lots of different things that go on in the background that helps you capture your audience. But it is amazing now, people on their phones. I'm still trying to get used to using the phone. I love my computer. But yeah, social media is the way to go now. We use digital and like Instagram, LinkedIn, and we help with your ads as well. If you want social media, we have a team that works together with that. So does that help?
It helped, man.
Okay. Anyway, other than that, we love to celebrate. Not only do we celebrate a year of March on June, we surprised him on his first year anniversary, and he wasn't sure where we're at, and we took him to Raised by Wolves. Has anyone been there? It's an amazing place. I couldn't do a video, but we sit in these chairs, and I said, hey, let's take a photo. We're going to get a beverage, and this whole thing spins around, and you go into this really dark bar that's really cool. It's like a secret place. What do they call it? Speakeasy. Yeah, so it was funny. So Mark had no clue what we're doing.
It's been around behind the wall.
Yep. So there's a bunch of us that wanted to just celebrate his first year anniversary. But that's what we like to do. We have to celebrate all of our successes, and hopefully we'll celebrate, right, our second year. Other than that, you know, I know this is networking. What makes a great referral? Contractors, emergency services, anything that someone needs something right away, they're going to people Google, that's the perfect type of referral, because those are the type of contacts that want to get seen when someone looks for something, they want it ready to pop up. Professional services, cosmetic dentistry, law firms, weight loss, I mean, those all, they get paid a lot. One new client will pay for their media, right, and their marketing. Quite a lot. And it's really the people and the contact who have the patience to market also, and they have the budget to market. Smaller companies do not. I've learned that kind of the hard way. I started with Salem for 9 months now. So I've learned that also. Really small companies, I know they want marketing and such, but there's only so much we could do, and unless I have a budget or patience, because it takes 3 to 6 months, right, to keep getting your services and advertising out. So on that note too, when I meet people like that, that's what I get from Mark. I say, hey, you can't see this working, how about getting on the radio? You know, we have 3 different options, packages for you. And that's how I, my work with Mark, kind of both, best of both worlds. Smaller entrepreneur I get to work with, and the larger, so I get to work with everyone. When I network and someone needs something, I go, what do you need? I wear 5 different hats, right? So, that's it. So, you know, anyone else that would like to be on our show, we would love that. Again, I'm a sponsor every single week. And it gets stressful, right, Mark? We do have a sponsor this coming week, which is great. But other than that, you know, Salem's a team you can trust. I appreciate everyone. I'm with them 9 months, so learning as I go, but I'm very honest. I can't help you to say I can't. You know, and I'm not to say, hey, yes, let's try this. We want you to be successful. I literally don't want to try something, to waste your money, to know that it's not going to work. So other than that, thank you again. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Pam. Oh. Okay.
Let's make Pam feel good. We got a couple of new visitors in the room. Can you raise your hand and introduce yourself by first, if not first and last name? Social Security, no, yeah, I'm kidding.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jamima. And I have been attending Skyline for 10 years, and I just found out about this here because I'm sorry. Find Carlos and Neil in the lobby met my husband. Yeah.
Outstanding. Yes, he's some people back in kids. Anybody else?
Hi everyone, my name is Tiffany. I just started having care ago. I do documentation services. I've been doing it mostly for a while. But I just looking for stylist.
What's the document?
Documentation for this. I just format and prep any documents. I've done proposals, close, leases, all different types of documentation. But I'm just getting started. I'm learning, and I'm very happy to help anyone out or partner.
When's the first thing to get my ears on?
Jay,
Children at the cool meeting, Jeannie. Glad you're here. And before one more?
Yeah, I'm John, just out here for the first time.
Hi, John. Here, John. Anybody else? Don't want to run roughshod over anybody.
Yeah, I've only been coming here 3 years.
If that doesn't get anybody's tail wagging, I don't know. Okay, if we, before my brother Anton comes up, my brother Jack, if you can give us a precursor of what's going on next weekend, what do you think?
We're gonna talk about, home valuation, comparables, how an appraiser comes up with a number for your house.
Okay, anybody else? James?
That's cuts right there.
All right, James, it's all yours, brother.
This is solely for the newbies and for the old ones here, like Carlos. So obviously the regulars here know that I have my own nonprofit, and we have some flyers here too. We're having a fundraiser coming up October 14th at the VFW in Pretty Mesa. What my nonprofit does is we provide resources, advocacy services, and education to individuals with disabilities and their families. We try to get them to learn how to be their own advocate, which is a task and a half. And it's not just people with cerebral palsy, we go all the way up to disabled veterans.
Anton? Yes, sir. Are you up?
I thought you were down.
And now for our digital marketing.
Gotta start paying this guy to follow me around. He's a great. He's on the stand. You know what? I'm not as tall as everyone else. This is embarrassing. No, so, a couple of quick things. If you were here last week, you had the benefit of hearing a quick snippet about this AI master class that a colleague of mine, who is an absolute genius, has developed. AI is kind of the buzzword, you're hearing it everywhere, everybody's trying to figure out how to use it. Very much, oftentimes you hear it being focused on ChatGPT, which you know that's not the only one. But he actually has information that kind of covers the whole gamut. So it's not just a ChatGPT focus, it is this AI overall. But after some feedback that we got based on the day and the time and some other things we had originally scheduled with it, we're kind of retooling the offering so that there will be greater availability to match with people's schedules multiple times, and then some material in class. It doesn't seem like it's all about ChatGPT because it's not. It goes way beyond that. But if you guys are business owners, professionals, even if things you want to do in your personal life, there are things that you can apply the AI tools that are available to that can just take everything you're doing and make it 1,000x. So it's very, very, very high level good information. It's a 5-day intensive. We're not quite done retooling the site yet. So as soon as we are, I will blast out the information through the email list, through our text list. So if you guys are on those lists, you will receive them. If you're not, you can join very easily by going to the EFC website. That's bizforprice.com. That's BIZ, the number 4, price.com. You subscribe there, and then you'll be on our list, and then you'll receive those communications. But don't feel like we're going to blast you out with spam and stuff like that. We don't do that. I mean, we send out like the weekly update about who's speaking and that kind of thing. Like you might get 5 emails a month tops. You know, it's really not huge like that. But every now and again, one of our entrepreneurs and class members has something they'd like to disseminate. We can do that through there as well. But it's not something that you're going to like want to unsubscribe to because you get a ton of emails and you're like, God, you guys are always not like that at all. So that's one. Secondly, so for all those who don't do it, so I have a kind of a messianic Jewish tilt to my faith. So not exactly completely like Orthodox Jewish. It is basically like a Christian Jew, if you want to put it in that. It's an evolution of my faith. This weekend is Rosh Hashanah, which is the beginning of the spiritual New Year. And there are technically 2 in the Hebraic calendar. There's the actual like official governmental New Year, like what we would consider January 1st begins the calendar from all other official societal perspectives. And then there's the spiritual, which is it's very, very, very important in Jewish culture. There's a whole lot of stuff going on with it, but I'm not going to go deep into that rabbit hole. What I did want to do is read a very shortened Rosh Hashanah blessing to pronounce it for you guys, because it is a beginning of the new year. It is 5784 on the Hebraic calendar, and again, there's a lot of meaning that goes into this stuff. I recommend you guys check it out. We can learn about it a little bit, but that's what I want to do real quick. My Hebrew is not so good. There's a very short part of this I'm going to read in Hebrew. The rest I'm going to say in English. So you'll know what it means. So, Lord, forgive me if I'm butchering this. I'm right. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Balech ha'alom ha'motzeh lechem min ha'aretz. And that means, blessed art thou, O Lord, our God, King of the universe, who brings forth bread from the earth. Blessed art thou, O Lord, our God, King of the universe, who created the fruits of the vine. May it be thy will, O Lord, our God and our God of our ancestors, to renew unto us a sweet perfume. So as we are wrapping up our class today and heading into a new week, I pronounce this a blessing over you guys. May you guys have a blessed week, a blessed new year from a Hebraic spiritual perspective, and I hope you guys are killing it out there. We got a few minutes to just kind of hang out and network, so appreciate you guys. Yeah, there's some food back here that didn't get eaten. That's because I didn't get a chance to eat it all. So, I tried. I did. So, if you guys haven't had any of Mark's fantastic sloppy joes back there, the bomb. His barbecue sauce is second to none. You really should grab a couple of bottles. I think he sent 2 for $5. That's a steal. And I think he got a couple other tidbits of.
2 for $5 is a steal.
So grab it while you can.
All right,
Good job, Anton.
very good. All right, thanks, everybody.